Chiefs Kingdom. It's Saturday Night Tailgate. All chiefed up in the house. I know you guys haven't seen us much. You haven't seen us much. We've been laying low. We've been working jobs. That's what you got to do when YouTube gives you the old shaft, Steve.
You pick up some extra hours at work, right?
You got to pick up some shifts, man.
That's what I told some guy. He was like, "Oh, the content's kind of slowed down. Where you been at?" It's like, man, for some reason the bills kept coming in even after YouTube screwed us over. I don't know
what's
why.
That about, dude?
Yeah,
like, why they keep sending us bills?
Like, and the kids keep eating food. Like they didn't get the memo. I don't know.
Why those children keep eating food?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's damn ridiculous, Michael. But hey, you know what? Justyn Ross got placed on an exemption list.
The commissioner exempt list. So this came out yesterday, by the way. I'm sure everybody knows about it. But A to Z Sports, Charles Goldman, our buddy Charles Goldman, says the NFL announced on Friday that they have placed Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Justyn Ross on the commissioner's exempt list. This comes after the arrest in Johnson County earlier this week. He was initially arrested and booked on a felony domestic violence charge in excess of $25,000. That charge was later reduced by prosecutors to domestic battery with no priors and criminal damage. By the way, again, battery is worse. Battery is worse than assault, right?
Sure.
Isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Either way, they got this knocked down to a misdemeanor, though, correct?
Well, the battery. So. I don't know. Yeah, I think these might both be misdemeanors.
Yeah.
By the way, though,
good lawyers. He's got to have good lawyers.
Well, they're still going to do it. But the bottom part is what's concerning. According to the KC Star, which again, KC Star, they're iffy. But they say police dispatcher audio captured the victim alleging that Ross was dragging her through the house and has torn up the house. The dragging her through the house was the crazy part. We didn't know what was, but I'm tired of hashing it, to be honest. I think at this point, you get your day in court. You'll prove it. You won't. You'll settle outside of court. Who knows?
Right.
But the big deal is he's on the commissioner's exempt list. So basically what happens next, it says the commissioner's the only one who can determine when a player's time on the list comes to an end. Right now, Ross will be there indefinitely until more facts can be gathered about his situation. Once the NFL completes an investigation into his domestic violence situation, the commissioner will then determine his status. The last Chiefs player to wind up on this list was Kareem Hunt, 2019.
Hunt.
He gone. He just can't lie about it, man. Yeah, Ross better be very forthcoming.
Right.
That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, a lot of people saying it in the comments. And I think that's the common sentiment is like if he's forthcoming with the team, he's transparent, he tells them what happened. I think they, slap him on the wrist.
That doesn't mean, though, that you still play in Kansas City. He can be very forthcoming and be like, yeah, I did it. Drug her through the house. Oh, you're going then, too. Like, just because you don't lie about it. Like, if you admit to the domestic battery, does that make it better? No,
but I do think that there come more of working with him as long as he's honest about everything. Like, the thing is, man, it's like with Kareem Hunt, it's like they didn't know what to expect. And he's in here lying to their faces, so they're probably getting his back a little bit, and then all of a sudden they get made look like
right.
fools.
But if I'm his boss and I'm like, okay, thanks for telling me the truth, but you're still not going to play with me. Like you're not playing on my team.
That's a big possibility as well. I mean, his time could be over in KC.
And again, this is alleged. I mean,
it is what it is because everything with Justyn Ross is all speculation, right? It's not, you're losing a lot of you're just losing a guy with a high ceiling. Like that's it. Like it's not like he's really producing right now. You're not losing anything at the moment. Like I think he's caught 3 balls this year. So I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it still kind of sucks because everybody's been so excited about him.
He's caught 1 more than he's carried around on a daily basis. I'll say this.
But, we'll see what happens.
Justin Watson's back practicing, though. They say he might play tomorrow. That's crazy.
Oh, really?
We thought Justin Watson was going to be out for just a little while, but apparently the advances in modern medicine.
If he goes on the exemption list, that opens up a spot on the 53, 54. Right. What are they doing now? I don't even remember. 53. Yeah, it still opens up a spot, though, correct?
Yeah. I don't know who they're bringing in or what they're doing. You could have something to do. Well, like they brought back Omenihu last week, obviously, so they had all that figured out. But
yeah,
I don't know what they'll do. I don't know. I haven't really
got to look at we lost Keandre Coburn. Man, that's another thing. Do you think if like Justyn Ross would have lost his mind a little bit earlier, Keandre Coburn would still be on the team?
No.
No, you think they would still cut him?
I don't know. I don't get why they did in the first place. Like, he has to just be bad, right? Don't you look, if you draft somebody and you spend valuable draft capital, and then you're just gonna up and cut them before like the season's even over, and like something's wrong
Yeah,
with that
man.
one. Like, he just must have, because usually they give you a lot of leeway there.
A little strange. Excuse me. I see where Jesse says in the chat that they want Nico Remigio back.
I hope.
I wonder what the update is on him, because he had the dislocated shoulder, correct?
Nico.
Did he end up having to get the surgery?
I don't remember. We were at camp the day that he got injured, man. We watched
Yeah,
that
man.
happen.
It looked pretty rough. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on there. But right now they're just rolling with what they got. And you saying Justin Watson might be playing too, correct? So that's still 6 active.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
so
6 active. You don't need any more. Honestly,
don't.
6 may be too many, but
Right.
you just
Yeah, you don't. Richie James, he's been on the IR, correct? I wonder when they're going to get him back into practice. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to that.
I've heard that he's close, but you don't have to rush him back. A lot of people, but a lot of people are saying we were rushing back Justyn Watson. They didn't need to rush him back. I think he's just right there. I just don't think the injury was as bad or as it could have been.
Right, and the trade deadline's not until Tuesday, so you never really know what Brett Veach could pull out.
People are all over this trade stuff, and I just don't see it happening.
I don't either. But then again, like I've said before, you never really know with him. He might surprise you. So we'll see. I don't expect anything. I think they're going to roll with what they got. Speaking of rolling into this game against Denver at Mile High, it looks like it's going to be a snow game, which means Mahomes is going to do well.
Mahomes is a snow guy.
He's a snow game guy. He said it himself.
He said it.
Pops is in the house. He says Ross is a slap nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we just talked about Denver. We just played these idiots like
we
2
did.
weeks ago.
And that's the thing. Like, I was like, what matchups do I care about seeing? And I'm like, I don't even care.
This is 2 years in a row now. We haven't played Denver 2 out of 3 weeks or something like that.
Right. So like
What's the purpose?
I was prepping for this a little bit, and I was like, what kind of matchups do I want to see? Normally we'll talk about matchups and we'll give our game predictions and things like that, But like I went to sit and think about it, and I just didn't want to. Like, to be quite honest about it, like you said, it'd been literally a week since we'd played Denver, and I wrote down one key matchup that I want to see, that I want to pay attention to. And that's if our offense can blow this crappy team off the field or not. That's all I care about. I want our offense to look good, and I want them to blow this team out. Like, it's a bad team. They're proven to be bad. Now it might be like, they might be like deceptively bad. I don't know how to say what I'm thinking, but like overall, they've lost 5 games, or is it 4? Either way, the total amount that they've lost by, if you take out the extreme blowout from the Dolphins, is like 21 points, 22 points, 23 points, something like that. Like total, like they've lost every game by like 3, 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't really been beat down except for that one game. But I still feel like the Chiefs should just blow them away. And that's what I want to see. I want to see the offense come out, have no mercy, fire on all cylinders, execute, put this team away early and big, and be done with it. That's what I want to see.
Right. The Chiefs, they don't tend to do that, I'll say. We beat them pretty good the first time, more than I thought we were going to. I think it'll be about the same. A lot of people kept saying the first game was a practice game, this and that. They don't do that. That's not what they do. Nobody's approaching anything as a practice game. I wanted to address this comment, or I just wanted to say hey to Lynn. Lynn says, what's up, Lynn? He said, so if the Chiefs are done with Ross, they should try to get another wide receiver by October 31st. Curious, Lynn, who would you go see? Who would you try to get? And then this would be my counter, by the way. My counter would be Justyn Ross hasn't contributed at all. They won't even let him on the field, so why do you need another receiver?
I don't think they need one, but I mean, it does open up a...
Well, why would you go get one?
It just depends if they wanted to make a move before that. I don't think the Justyn Ross thing has any implications on it. If they were going to get one, they were going to get one.
Yeah, that's my point. Because Justyn Ross has no production that needs to be covered.
Right. So it just depends. Were they thinking about getting one beforehand? So, I mean, maybe it's a possibility.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
McCall
I see
Hardman.
a lot of people in chat, not Chiefs related, but people talking about Matthew Perry passed away today. He did.
Dude, I see
He
that.
did.
They said
54
that,
years old. I think he drowned.
yeah, they said they found him in a hot tub. No drugs at the scene. Because everybody knows he had a past with drinking, alcohol, drugs. Obviously, Matthew Perry. Dude, but a legend, though. Chandler on Friends? Are you kidding me? That's one of the most iconic roles in the history of TV. Love
Yeah.
Matthew Perry.
Pretty sad. I mean, 54 years old, man. I don't know. They said
Yeah.
it's an apparent drowning, but there also could have been cardiac arrest. They don't really know yet, but
Yeah, they said they were called for cardiac arrest, but they found him drowned, they think. But they'll coroner, all that stuff. It just sucks to hear it. Who really cares how it happened? It's like, that's just a sad, I don't know, man. That's
it
crazy.
stinks.
And
It
you know,
stinks.
this always comes in threes. So why does this kick off for Hollywood? This always happens in threes, right? And we've not heard anything. So this might have opened the floodgates for 2 more coming.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah,
Anyway,
let's hope not.
back to football, back to better things. Rest in peace, Chandler, by the way.
Dude, Chandler Bing, baby.
Yeah, no.
Remember when
But
he was Chandler Bong?
Chandler
They kept
Bong.
sending him mail that said Chandler Bong. Dude, that is one of
Yeah.
the best series by far.
But yeah, back to the game, the Denver game, Mike. Like I said, that's the only matchup I care about watching. I just want to see if the offense will go out there and put one on this team or not. Did you come up with any matchups that you want to pay attention to? Because I mean, I honestly just couldn't.
You got to develop the run game. Again, Denver's run defense stinks. Their pass defense is not good. I think Justyn Simmons is out.
And Kareem Jackson's out. He's suspended.
Okay, it might just be Kareem Jackson then. Somebody told me, I don't even know if
No,
Justin's-
Kareem Jackson kept,
Okay, so Jackson
throwing
is the one
dirty
suspended.
hits. So yeah,
Right, so look, there goes one of their better safeties. They're still talking about trading the corner, Surtain. So I'm sure they're not going to trade him between now and tomorrow. So he's going to play, obviously. But I just don't feel like Denver, all their players are like in the right headspace to go out and compete. Like, yes, do they want
That's
to beat
what I'm
the Chiefs?
saying.
Yes. Would it be great for them? Yes. And it is at Denver. It's going to be a snow game. But I just think, if it's a nasty day, I trust Mahomes to make the right decisions. He likes playing in the snow. I also trust Pacheco on the ground. I think I just think we ought to be able to eat them up. Let's just go. Let's dig into this offensive line we got, and let's get some nasty to them. Let's use this as an excuse to get a little road grader action and just pound these guys.
Like you said, Denver, the team itself, like all the guys on the team, are probably not in the greatest headspace right now. Anyway, Denver, as we know, it's been reported as in a full-on fire sale. They're just seeing what they can get rid of right now, right? So
yeah, they need to get rid of the coach.
I think a lot of people, again, like how many
more
coaches can we go through?
I think I just sell the franchise and move them out of Denver. They suck. Take them to Canada, put them to CFL. I bet they still come in 3rd or 4th in their division.
Right, but either way, man, these players, they don't even know if they're going to be playing in Denver after next week. So, I mean, I'm with you. I don't think they're going to be all that focused on this game. I think they probably feel like they're already beat too. I mean, you can't ever count a team out in the NFL. You just can't do it. Even if we beat them 87 times in a row and we ought to blow them off the field, you still can't count anybody out. But at the same time, it's like, I just feel like it needs to be a blowout for the Chiefs.
See, people are talking
If it's
in the
anything
chat
less.
about, okay, so this kind of goes with it, it still don't. But do the Chiefs, in your opinion, should the Chiefs get a receiver? Not do they? Do the Chiefs need another receiver, in your opinion? And would it change the outlook of the whole season as a whole?
It's a good question. Yes and no. I think if they went big, if they somehow made a way to make a play at a big time receiver, then yeah, of course it changes the outlook.
Do you want it though? That's what I'm saying. Like, do you want it? Do you think we need it?
I don't think it's necessary, but I'm not against it. I guess that's the best way to say it. Like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It doesn't bother me. I don't think we need it.
But
if we need
it as a spite, I don't think we should get one, and I don't want one. Everybody told us the whole offseason we were fine with Kadarius Toney as our number one. He's not injured.
You want to see him make it happen?
Yeah, we were fine.
Well, that's the thing. You can admit that you were wrong, Mike. Like, they can admit they're wrong and go get somebody. That's fine. I'm okay with it. It's kind of whatever. Like I said, like, I don't think it's necessary, and I honestly don't think they will. I don't think they will. I think they're stubborn, Mike. I don't think they'll do it.
Well, it's not about the Chiefs doing it. It's just everybody that told us we were stupid for wanting D-Hop, and for all the reasons. It irritates me. I hope we don't get nobody. This
They're
is what you
probably
all
not
wanted.
going to.
Yeah, this is what you wanted. Let's use them. Come on.
Chief KT says they should give Powell some time. They've given Powell a long time, and he'll never be an NFL receiver.
Cornell Powell is probably the same reason Justyn Ross can't succeed, because he can't get open. He's too slow in and out of his breaks. He's not fast. Cornell Powell's that.
He's a practice squad guy.
Like, he did show flashes this offseason. I thought he looked way better this offseason than he had, but...
He always does that in the offseason. And you'll see him in camp and stuff, and you're like, wow, Cornell Powell looks decent. Wonder if he's like... And then it's the same thing. But, yeah, I'm with you. I just think he's a tad bit too slow. He's a big body, though. He can catch the ball. It's just... I just don't think he can create any separation. And God knows Patrick Mahomes wants, 3 yards of separation before he'll throw the ball half the time. So what good is Cornell Powell? But, yeah, man, that's my thing. If they want to go make a play at a big-time receiver and, like, make a big splash, however they plan on doing that, they don't have any money. I think there's still only, like, $3 million in cap space or something like that. But it's like, if they did that, I wouldn't be mad at it. But I just don't think – I don't think it's going to happen. I think we got what we got, and that's what we're going to roll with. And I think we're fine with it. Like, I don't feel like we need it. I guess if that was the question you were asking, I don't feel like we need it at all. This is a championship caliber team right now, in my opinion. Yeah, the receivers might be a little lackluster, or so we think. But the team still – think about this for a second. While the team's trying to get their crap together in the first 7 games of the season, Mike, and have looked pretty daggone rough at times, especially on the offensive side of the ball, they're still finding ways to win. And they actually talked about that in that newest episode of the franchise. I think it was Trent Green. He's saying if you can win ugly when you're trying to get it together, like, that's just icing on the cake. And that's exactly what's happening right now. I think this team's getting better and better.
I just don't think, even if we went out and who do you go grab? A, B, are they even going to be used properly within our system?
Well,
just say you went out and got D-Hop. Is Mahomes really going to change the way he plays and just start throwing up balls to D-Hop? No.
I think if he threw one to D-Hop and he realized that D-Hop's going to come down with it all the time, which is pretty much how he operates.
Well, he threw a few to Justyn Ross, and Justyn Ross was coming down with him.
That's different.
The only one he didn't was when Mahomes threw it pretty much out of bounds against the Bears.
I get what you're saying. But that Justyn Ross and DeAndre Hopkins are on two different planets.
But I just know the way the Chiefs offense operates. They don't operate through a number 1 wide receiver. They just don't.
No, I get it. But I'm just saying, I think that like a player like that, like we talked about in the offseason, the reason why we wanted him is because it's a guy that can garner a double team. And then it becomes, hey, who are we double teaming here? Kelsey or Hopkins? And then if one of them get a one-on-one, they're toast. Like, dude, either one of those guys are catching the ball.
You were saying that exact crap the entire offseason.
But yeah, if they wanted to make a play on a guy like that, that's fine. That's cool, whatever. And I do think he would be beneficial to the team. I don't think he can make you worse. So, I mean, it just is what it is. I think they'll stick with what they got, though. That's honestly what I think. I don't think we'll see any movement.
Right. Cole asks, do you guys think we trade CEH? Who wants him?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Cole, I'm going to ask you a question, Cole. Who in the NFL would want CEH right now?
And what would they be willing to give him? Would they even give a 7th rounder for CH?
Right, because we can't trade a player nobody wants.
Right.
I don't know.
It's a sad truth.
Honestly, I don't think Clyde is that horrible. Like, a lot of the crap he takes here, everybody's like, oh, my God, again, Clyde? And it's like, well, he got hit 7 yards in the backfield before they even got the handoff. I don't really...
Well, it's that. And it's just his style, man. I think maybe in a different...
Dude, he's really lost a step since that injury he took.
Right, well, this offense,
I just don't feel like he's the same.
I really don't feel like this offense has ever been made for Clyde.
Do you think Clyde actually just don't even... It's almost like he doesn't even play inspired.
It's just a terrible draft
look like he cares. He just don't...
there was a time last year before he got injured where I thought he was running with a purpose. He looked like he was fired up. But then maybe after the injuries, it was just kind of... And then I think it was a compound... Like, it compounded. It was like the injuries again. Like, he had to deal with another long,
Right.
injury.
Okay, look, if somebody wants
And then
Clyde,
everybody started hating on him.
If somebody wants Clyde, you might be able to get him for what? 6th-round pick? That's the best you're going to get out of him?
I mean, that would be generous if a team gave us a 5th or 6th-round pick for Clyde.
I mean, if you're Brett Veach and Dallas calls, for example, says, hey, we'll take Clyde, 6th-round pick. Are you taking it? I'm taking it in a heartbeat.
So here's my thing, Mike. I think to answer your question and actually answer it instead of kind of jump around it, I don't think we need to trade for anybody. I think that they need to focus on getting the ball to Rashee Rice more. I think that I know he's a rookie. I know he's young, but I think the kid's explosive, and I think he can be huge. Like, I think he's one of the better rookie receivers out there. So let's go ahead and get him involved. And then also, I know a lot of people have been dogging on Sky Moore, and I know a lot of people say I give him too much credit, which I have to admit, I think he's kind of stunk so far. He hasn't really done a lot. But we've talked about how I think there are ways they could use him to make him better and make our offense better. So I'd like to see.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think we should trade. I think we need to focus on what we have. I think Rashee Rice is good enough to be a number one wide receiver in this league.
I think we have a good group of kids, but they're just young and unproven. And that was our thing with it in the offseason, Mike, is we got some good receivers, but none of them's proven themselves. So, I mean,
we said we needed a mentor. It'd have been nice to have a nice wide receiver mentor. Especially somebody like a D-Hop that played the same style as the Justyn Ross.
As Rice.
And even Rashee Rice. But I'm with you. Rashee Rice they need to find a way to get him in, get him more comfortable. You need to find a way to actually put Sky Moore in the proper positions. And if he's open and Mahomes ain't throwing him the ball, then you need to get on Mahomes' ass every once in a while. Look, he might be one of the greatest to ever play, but he's still not above coaching and the coaching staff. If the coaches are watching the film and they're like, dude, look, he is open. Would you just get him the ball? Like, take your eyes off Kelsey for 2 seconds.
Let's be honest here.
The ball.
If you put the fans out of this and you're just talking about the coaching staff, I guarantee you they still do that. They stay on Mahomes. You know they do.
To.
Of course they do. Why do you think he's as good as he is? He would not be as good as he is if no one was like, holding him accountable.
That's what I'm saying. So figure out how to get Rice more involved, figure out how to get Sky Moore going, because I don't believe Sky Moore by any means is a bust. I think he's just
I do think he needs to. Yeah, I do think this. The more I look at it, I think we need to get Rashee Rice out there a lot more, like you said. But I think we need to get Sky into the slot, and I think that's where he needs to stick at most of the time.
Right.
And I think he'd be very effective there.
But look, you've got Mecole Hardman back now. Mecole Hardman, he takes a lot. He does not just play the slot. Everybody's like, oh, he's great. He's going to be back in the slot, blah, blah, blah. He's played probably equal snaps on the outside.
Well, they move all these receivers around. That's another thing. These guys have to be versatile.
You have to be.
Sometimes you just have to be like, hey, this guy, you can say he's versatile, but he's going to be 90 times better in this position,
Right. I think this week you're going to see what the Mecole Hardman trade actually did to the team. Last week was too quick. You couldn't see how he integrated to the offense.
Yeah.
But this week, with a full week under the belt, getting him in there, getting him more comfortable with Mahomes, getting him back on the same page, you're going to see what Mecole Hardman actually does. I think you're going to see him a lot more in the red zone. I think you're going to see maybe the jet sweep come back this week. You may see him getting some screen passes. You may even see Mahomes start taking some shots over him over the middle of the field a little bit, like they did on that 3rd and 6. But I do believe with him, okay, look, you've got Mecole Hardman now. You got to get Rice the ball. You've got to figure out a way to get Sky Moore. And by the way, 3 catches for MVS last week. He woke up. Let's continue to get MVS going. We've got enough wide receivers here to win. You just got to figure out how to get them going, and you got to figure out a way to get Mahomes to pay attention to them. Right. I know you want to throw to the greatest tight end to ever play.
Right. I see a couple comments. I just kind of want to run through just real quick. That they're all pretty good points. But Joseph Sky Moore's been doing a lot of very good blocking. That's 100%, true. 100%, Sky Moore's doing a lot of the little things right. He's just got to get in. He just needs be patient. I think he just needs a little bit of patience. People's getting a little overboard on calling him bust and he sucks and all that. So yeah. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? He says Kelsey won't be lasting forever, so Mahomes needs to learn to trust the wide receivers. That's 100% correct as well. Kelsey's got probably a good 3 years left in him, 4 maybe, something like that. He's getting up there in age. So yeah, he's going to have to learn how to trust other people. And that goes along with what Tom said. Mahomes is always looking for Kelsey on every play. Can you blame him? No. And yes, I feel like he does it to a fault sometimes, but yeah, I get it. 100% get it. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on those. But real quick, there's 379 people in here watching right now. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us here at the Saturday Night Tailgate. Got the Broncos tomorrow. We're going to beat the Donkeys, and it's going to be a good day. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight and talking about the game. If you're new to the channel, we do Kansas City Chiefs content. We do a lot of it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Come hang out with us more often. We always do pre- and post-game live streams and a whole lot more. Also, if you haven't hit the like button, take 2 seconds, hit that like button. And just one more thing, and I'll stop rambling. Since YouTube has kind of screwed us on the whole monetization thing, we are taking donations. You'll see Nightbot telling you where to donate. If normally you'd be super chatting or whatever else, donate. And then also you can get over to patreon.com/allchiefedup. You can become a member over there for $10 a month, and you're going to get a lot of bonus episodes, at least one a week. And we're actually going to start integrating audio in probably this week as well. So a couple of extra things for you over there. So we'd appreciate that. But yeah, back to the game.
Can I talk about Sky Moore for just a second?
Yeah, let's talk about Sky Moore.
Okay, look, I've got a special tool that I like to use. It's a fantasy football tool. You got to pay for it, so it does no good to shout it out. But here's what I'll say. They've got a lot of weird metrics over there, and a lot of it's for fantasy football. I don't play fantasy football anymore, but I figured out a way that you can use this tool for players in the NFL and different things like that. So, for example, they've got something called, they've got efficiency ratings all the way down the list. They got productivity ratings. They go back, and these guys are committed to watching every single game, every single snap. They all 22 it. They get down everything. So this is the one thing that I wanted to say with Sky Moore. This guy is, by the way, he's played very well. So this is the thing. So the average cushion on each route ran for Sky Moore is below 5 yards. So they're always on Sky Moore. They're never really playing like off of him very far. But his average target separation, which means by the time the pass arrives, guess how many yards of separation Sky Moore gets? He gets almost 2 yards of separation by the time that the pass gets there. Now look, everybody says Sky Moore don't get open.
He's
Sky Moore
fast.
gets open.
Very fast.
2 yards is open. But this is the stat that really sticks out to me. His true catch rate, by the way, his actual catch rate on the season is a 54%. So if you just look at the stats and you go to his stat line on PFF or anywhere else, you say, oh my God, he's only caught 54% of his catches. His real one is 81%. And why is that? Because if you look at the efficiency rating for target accuracy,
like catchable balls, basically.
Catchable balls. So they grade every pass Mahomes throws to him. On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 is the least accurate, 10 is the most accurate. And it says NFL receivers with accuracy ratings above 8 are afforded high accurate targets. Those below 7 are relatively inaccurate targets by the quarterback. Sky Moore, accuracy rating when thrown to Sky Moore is a 6. Patrick Mahomes throws crappy balls to Sky Moore.
That's pretty apparent too. I think everybody knows that if they watch a lot of, if you go back and watch a lot of the tape.
So again, is that Sky Moore's problem or is that Patrick Mahomes because he's not throwing them good balls?
It's both. It could just be them out of sync.
And
right?
He's also open.
Could be a little bit of Sky Moore's problem, but it could be a lot of Patrick Mahomes as well. I think you'll notice if you go back and you watch the tape, a lot of the times when Patrick Mahomes is throwing Sky Moore the ball, it ends up low and behind him. Like I don't know what that is. They're just a little.
So that's just a tool, though. But I thought that was a good tool because everybody's like, Sky Moore can't get open. Sky Moore can't catch nothing. Sky Moore's got an 84% accuracy catch rate.
Patience and letting him integrate into this offense the way that's efficient. And you know Andy's going to figure it out. If anybody's going to figure it out, it's Andy. So give it time. I think we're fine on the receiver front.
You know what's weird, too? I see Tom. Tom, what's up, brother? He says Mahomes doesn't have good chemistry with Sky. And you know what's funny? Do you remember when Sky come out with his own workout videos in the offseason? Him and Mahomes are working out constantly together. Like, I don't get it.
Something's a tick off there.
There's something about Sky Moore's style that just doesn't equate to what Patrick wants to do. Like, maybe he hesitates too much on a route. Maybe he's too decisive sometimes.
Do you think Sky? This sounds kind of stupid, but it could be the case because he's always throwing it low and behind him. Is Sky Moore just a touch quicker than Patrick Mahomes is giving him credit for?
Maybe he needs to go to Mahomes and be like, "Look, brother, I'm faster than you think. Throw me the ball. Like,
get out in front. Get out in front of me.
Hey, look, I'm not dragging ass as much as you think. Throw the ball."
He is deceptively fast though, because if you watch Sky Moore, you don't really think, "Man, that guy's flying." But we know he runs a 4.4. We know that
most missed tackles in college.
We know that in small space, he's almost got the quickness of Tyreek Hill and McCole Hardman, all of them. Like all the measurables were the same in combines and things. So we know the kid's like super quick. But
wouldn't it be kind of cool if Patrick Mahomes just said, "Screw it," started throwing the ball to Sky Moore, and Sky Moore over the next few weeks just started to break out. Then you had Sky Moore breaking out. You've got McCole Hardman getting back into it. You've got MVS starting to get back into it. You got Rashee Rice expanded. And then before you know it, that's your 4. And you still got Kadarius Toney out there. You're going to have Richie James coming back off IR. This could be a nasty wide receiver group. I just do not think they're going to go trade for nobody.
I think, I think they're just going to let it cook, man. It's going to take some time, and
Yeah.
and we're getting through the rough patches now early. And the fact that we're going through the rough patches and we're 6-1, should be 7-1 after tomorrow, that's phenomenal. Can't argue with that.
Yep. Julia says, didn't Mahomes have the same problem with Hardman? He did. In Hardman's first few years, he never would throw. I mean, he would throw it to him, but they were always bad passes.
Well, let's be honest here. We know Tyreek Hill was the king of dropping passes and stuff like that. And
dude, he underthrew Tyreek a lot.
Yeah, he would throw it behind him a lot too. So yeah, we give Tyreek a lot of crap because he'd turn around, try to catch the ball with his chest and let it bounce out, which is ridiculous. But at the same time,
what you're trying to say is Patrick Mahomes stinks.
No.
I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say the best quarterback to ever play the game is the worst quarterback to ever play
I'm just
the game.
saying I'm just saying that it comes down a lot to not chemistry. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. I don't know.
It's just
a lot goes into it. A lot goes into it.
What's it called? It's a little
you don't even know.
They got to gel together. Something symmetry? No. I'm an idiot.
Chemistry. Back to chemistry.
We'll just call it chemistry. Call it chemistry and go on.
All right, hey, let's do some predictions, and you all start throwing. I know some of you have threw some predictions in the chat. Feel free to throw those out there again. I'd like to see what all you guys think about it. But we'll go ahead and give our game predictions right now, and then we'll get to the chat and just start chatting it up with you guys for a little while. It's been a while, so let's do that. But either way, man, you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
You could go, ladies first.
All right, so I said that the main matchup I wanted to see. I caught that, by the way. The main matchup I wanted to see was I just want to see if the offense can blow this team out and just put them away. Like, that's the main thing I want to see. And I think they do that, Mike. I think they do it this week. There's no reason they shouldn't. We always play good in the snow. We're going to be a mile high. We're going to beat them in their house.
Guy.
He's a snow guy. He's a snow game guy. I got this game at 41-10. 41-10.
Whoa.
41-10.
Whoa. What are you doing?
41-10, baby.
Are you drunk?
No, that's what's happening. Listen,
you think we're putting up 41?
100%. And I think our defense is the 10 is me being generous that they might score a touchdown on our defense.
Hey, I'll say the 10's a good
41-10.
But 41?
Hey, it's coming, baby. It's coming. Okay.
You think I don't he's like going back to Texas
Mike,
Tech days?
Mike, you know we don't like picking the blowouts. But
I'm not going to.
This is the week. This is the one I'm picking. 41-10. We're blowing them out. Mahomes is going to finish today with, get this, he's going to get another one of them 400-yard games, baby.
Oh, he's
going to pass Drew Brees. As long as the snow's not too crazy. If it's just flurries, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes. He's a snow game guy. Blow out the Broncos, blow out the Donkeys, getting ready to go into Germany playing the Dolphins. That's the way I see it.
Wow. I'm amazed.
41-10.
Okay.
Write it down. Write it down.
I've got it 9-6. 5 field goals. No, I'm joking. We're not going like, okay, I got it 27 Chiefs, 10. 27-10. That's what I'm calling. 27-10 Chiefs. That's pretty much a blowout. That's 17. 27-10. I don't think we'll have to put 40-something on the board. I think
have to.
I think that maybe they just let Pacheco get it going maybe a little bit. But here's what I'll say. I'll say 27-10. I'll give, again, I think Travis Kelce's going to have another monster day. Travis Kelce eats up the Broncos and the Chargers. It just never fails. There's death, there's taxes, there's Travis Kelce beating the living dog piss out of AFC West opponents. Yeah. So Travis Kelce is getting in the end zone not once, but twice tomorrow. 2 touchdowns for Travis Kelce. And he's going for 100 and let's go 110. 110, 2 touchdowns. Chiefs win 27-10. And by the way, our defense is going to be nasty. I'm going to say we get 4 sacks, possibly 5. 4 to 5 sacks tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. So a lot of people in the chat
going to have a game too, by the way.
A lot of people in chat's on the same page as you, man. I see Brian Parrott 24-10, Chiefer 27-10, Julia 27-12.
Oh, Cole said 27-10 is what I put.
Right, Richie 28-10. A lot of people are with you, Mike. Matthew says 30-12. We've seen a lot of scores close to yours. Ray raised with me a little bit. He says 38-17. Amani, baby.
On the sauce.
Hey, Amani, you know they ain't getting 2.
Hey, Amani, what are you doing? Just making a shutout, brother. 48-0.
41-10. Write
Actually,
it down. Write
is
it
a
down.
shutout cooler than having two? Yeah, that's way cooler, man. That means they're going to sack Mahomes in the end zone. We ain't having that.
That's not happening. Hey, did you happen to catch Jerick McKinnon getting off the plane today?
Was he this one?
Yeah.
That's McKinnon?
Yeah.
I was wondering who it was. For some reason, I thought it was MVS. And then I was like, wait, he's way too short.
No, that's Jerick McKinnon. That's Jerick McKinnon.
Jerick McKinnon knows
But
what's
look,
up.
He's coming. They're coming with
decorations.
They're coming with a killer instinct. They're ready to go. This is a blowout week. They're disheveled. They all think they're getting traded. The team's a dumpster fire. They're a dumpster fire, Mike. Okay,
right?
They are a dumpster fire. The Chiefs are starting to hit the stride a little bit. They're starting to execute good on offense.
Steve,
it's time
It's
time to blow out. It's time to blow out a crappy team for once.
He's got a bag full of machetes.
You know how we did. You know how we did the Bears. It's going to be a lot like that Bears game, son.
I wish we would take what we did against the Bears, double it up, and let's put 80 on them. Why stop there? Let's put up 100. Let's put up a cool century mark. I don't even care
41-10.
I want craziness. I want blowouts. And look,
in case you didn't hear me,
everybody wear one of those everybody wear one of those on the sideline all game long.
Jason masks.
Just wear the Jason.
Do you remember back earlier? I think it was around Eric Berry, Justin Houston, all them. They had the Scream Chiefs.
That was on the Monday Night Football game. Corner Javier Arenas. Do you remember him?
Yeah,
he was part of that too.
So yeah, the Scream Chiefs where they all wore the ghost face mask. Maybe this is a Jason mask.
Look,
now we're getting a little bit more brutal.
We're coming for blood. We're going to. I don't even
Mike.
know what
you're in the Halloween spirit with your little jack-o'-lantern behind you.
I just carved that bad boy today. Check it out. Oh God, broke it.
Broke his guitar.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah. It's pretty cool.
Those are sick. Look, it's freaking Halloween. If you didn't know, and let me tell you something, Steve. There's nothing more scary for the NFL than if Mahomes figures it out and the Chiefs offense gets it going. That's scary.
Well, I'm saying this, man. We touched on it for a minute earlier when we were talking about the receivers. I think it comes down to, can you get Rashee Rice just balling? Like, can we get that guy on fire? Because if you can't, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when he gets the ball in his hand with some space, he is explosive. Like, explosive. Like, I'm talking like we can get this guy going. We get him going. And Kelsey's still out there dominating. It's beautiful. It could be a beautiful thing. Do you think he could? You think he could pull a offensive rookie of the year out of his butt?
Man, I already said that one time on Twitter, and everybody laughed at me.
Well, right now the only one I think that's really ahead of him by that much right now is Jordan Addison.
Nobody's seen that
coming. But I mean, of course, they're always going to lean towards quarterback. So CJ Stroud's probably the favorite.
Nobody's seen that coming. Oh, and by the way,
Puka Nacua.
By the way, does Rashee Rice have a nickname?
Rasheesh.
Sheesh. Let's give him one. I've been thinking of good ones, right? And it's based off his name, Rice.
Oh no, what do we got?
I was gonna call him Sweet and Sour.
That's the chicken, though. It comes with the fried rice or the white rice. What else?
General Soul.
What else you got? A little bit of shrimp fried rice.
A little shrimp fried going in. A little I don't even know.
Rice-a-roni, Tom says.
A-roni.
What is that? The 1 minute rice?
He can be 1 minute rice.
That makes him sound like he's terrible.
We'll call him 60.
Fact. We don't want to be taking his manhood card from him.
Look, he may not like that nickname. If they start calling him the 1 minute man, he's out. He's gonna be so mad. Yeah, they call him Double R. He goes by that on all of his socials. Yeah.
I'm still I'm a Rasheesh guy. You gotta do the high pitch though. You can't just say Rasheesh. Rasheesh.
Hey, by the way,
get it right.
You know, do you know Rasheed
Wallace
is a Chiefs fan?
I did. Also, what is the deal here? I know some people pronounce it Rashi. Like, I wonder what actually said. I don't know. Like, I've noticed a few people say Rashi Rice, and a lot of people say Rashi rice. And I know it's the same thing. It's just semantics, right?
I
Or
kind of
however
like the
you
name
the
Rashi.
nuance.
That sounds kind
Rashi
of
rice.
like a, you know, I think everybody's being a little bit insensitive calling him Rashi. That sounds like you would, like some kind of like an anime name that would go along with the
Maybe
rice
that's why he
last
likes it.
name,
Maybe that's why he
Rashi.
likes it. I don't know.
I
We
don't
can
know.
think of a good name for him though. We'll have to keep thinking about that. Maybe we can name him Rice to Meet You, or
Where you
Sugar and
been?
Spice and Everything Rice.
Oh my gosh! What about Uncle Ben?
Hey, he
Uncle Ben's rice.
he might rise to the occasion.
Why wasn't his name
What
Ben?
about a little bit of
Heck on it.
vanilla rice or rice baby?
Rice, baby.
Rice and shine. How about that one?
These are just corny things that people's gonna start putting on thumbnails on YouTube anytime now.
Perfect. I'm gonna keep giving them ideas then because that's what I'm gonna do. Have a rice day and use it as a thumbnail.
Rice cold.
The rice is right.
The rice is wrong.
Dude, wow,
I
we could
hate
do
it.
this for days.
But do we want to? No.
Well, I kind of do.
Do we
We'll
want
stop
to?
though.
No.
We'll stop. All rice.
Checks.
We can call them what? Rice checks.
Rice checks, says Brian Parrott.
Hey, the rice age. How about that?
The Rice Man from a
I know.
not Days of Thunder. What, the one with the planes?
Top Gun, bro.
Top Gun. I've not watched the new Top Gun. Have you watched the new Top Gun?
I have not.
Everybody says it's great.
Man, yeah, okay.
I'll have to watch it, I guess.
Enough of the rice puns. But yeah, man, that's what I think though. I think they got to get this man involved, right? Like I think he's going to be really good. And like if he can perform at a high level in his rookie season in an Andy Reid offense, then the future is bright. It's just my thoughts. I mean, especially if you got drafted into a position to where you're playing with the best quarterback to ever play the game, the greatest of all freaking time. I mean, I think he has a huge chance to be legendary. Legend freaking dairy.
Legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Hey.
Monty says he's all riced up, baby.
Yeah. Rice guys finished last.
I don't like it no more. I'm just going to stick with Rashish. Hey, Ozark Hillbilly swinging in with the suck it donkeys. Always. You know, Chris Jones, how many sacks is he going to have tomorrow?
2.
He's
going for dos. Dos sack. What's sack in Spanish? I'm going to go look it up.
You can go look it up. Yeah, man. Well, anyway, hit the like button if you think the Chiefs are going to blow the donkeys out tomorrow. Just go hit that like button. Helps us out. And, you want to click the like and speak it into existence, the 41-10. Because if you didn't hear, the Chiefs are going to win 41-10 tomorrow.
That's crazy. Hey, it says Bolsa. Whoa, Joey Bosa is like sack in Spanish?
Of course, they're the Sack brothers.
Are you kidding me? Well, it's pronounced Bolsa, but Bolsa. The only thing keeping it away is the L, which they always take versus the Chiefs, by the way. I will say this. Dos Bosa. Yeah. That's what's up. Dos Bosa for the rice. No pain, no grain, Rishi. No pain, no grain.
Yep. Well, let's get to some comments, Mike. Let's hang out with the people. Let's hang out with the ACU crew.
I'm talking to this guy over here.
We don't get a whole lot of time to hang out with you guys at the moment, so let's take advantage.
Ray, you're just gonna start it off with something really hard that I don't know. I would say he's probably undefeated, to be honest.
Let me find out. But yeah, the Donkeys have never beat him, right?
Right. So he's got to be. I mean, he's 12-0. So I mean,
yeah.
I would say 6 of those are. Hey, this is a trick question. Are they still named Mile High Stadium?
Is it?
I don't know. It used to be, but
Is it called
Walmart took 'em.
GEHA Field or something crazy now?
Oh, it's Empower Field, but it's still called Mile High. So
It's the same deal
yeah,
where they
he's
kept
6-0.
Mile High. Yeah.
He's
Yeah, 7-0.
6-0.
Let's go ahead and mark it down, baby. The 7. The Rice stuff's going to be there, and he's going to be going off.
Do you think differently of Mahomes and the Chiefs season if they lose tomorrow? Like, is this supposed to be a slam dunk game? Like, just head and shoulder superior team that if they was to screw around and lose, you'd be just irate?
Yeah, you just can't lose tomorrow. You just can't do it. I don't think it's like a season ender or anything by any means.
Right, but you just
can't. You just can't.
I think
Brian Parrott says, "What foreign country did my hat go to?" It's on the way. It's on the way. We've been busy. We've been real busy lately. So
it's actually arriving on horseback.
It's good. Yeah. We sent it. Yeah, by horseback. So it'll be there. Joe says, does Rice get over 100 yards receiving against the Broncos? I would love to see it. He's been around the 70 mark a couple times, correct?
Yeah.
Or maybe just so maybe it's a possibility. It'd be a good day for it.
It'd be a good day to have a good day.
41-10, Mahomes with 400 yards passing, and Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce go for 100 receiving.
Huh.
What if that happened?
Last time we played Denver, he had 4 catches, 72. So he was.
Let's go ahead and say yes, Joe. Yeah, baby. Rashee Rice is going to do it. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the day.
Get yourself a Ben Franklin tomorrow. Is Franklin still in the 100?
I don't know. I haven't seen one of those in so long.
I was going to say, I haven't seen one of those since like 2016.
It's kind of the equivalent to like the dollar bill was back in the day. So, I mean, you don't really cherish them anymore. You're just like, hey, here's 100.
Alexander Hamilton? Who's on the 100? I'm pretty sure it's Ben Franklin.
It's Mike. Franklin. Why are you struggling with this? The Benjamins.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, they change everything. I'm surprised it's not some random person that they've switched it over to at this point.
Julia Gulia says, I wanted to read her name, but I'm not going to. I'm more nervous about the game in Germany. I do not want to lose to Tyreek. 100%. I'm not nervous about that game because I think the Chiefs are better. I think as long as our defense plays the way they have been playing, I think we can stifle that offense. And to me, I feel like the Dolphins are a little, don't get me wrong, very explosive offense. I like what Mike McDaniel does. They have a lot of weapons. They have a lot of speed. Tua is underrated. I give Tua crap all the time, but he's decent. But I think they're a little bit of a faker. They don't exactly beat the good teams. I feel like if you stifle that offense a little bit, they're in trouble. And I think the Chiefs can do that.
Enrique says 740 plus likes.
Let's go, baby.
We have 740 likes on this?
Did we really? Enrique, are you playing with us?
No, I just refreshed. It says 743.
Let's go, baby. Let's get that to 1,000.
Why?
If you haven't, I don't know why.
What is going on?
Because I said 41-10. Everybody's like, yeah.
Dude,
hit the like
what?
button.
Let me tell you something. By the way, 350 we've had in here almost all night long. Dude, what a good night. People's fired up. People's ready to watch some Chiefs. They're ready to watch the donkey beatdown that we're about to have,
It better be, baby. It better be. We better see a lot of Jason Masks on the sideline. Just a pure beatdown. Yeah, let's get that to 1,000 likes. Why not? If we're that close and we've never had 1,000, let's get 1,000. So if you haven't hit the like button, take 2 seconds, go hit the like button.
Hit it.
Let's do it. Let's see how close we can get. Why the heck not?
Jump to 747 that instantly. Look, you ask, you received. You got 4 that quickly.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. One more thing. If you would like to support the channel, and you obviously cannot do that on YouTube if you haven't noticed, because YouTube are a bunch of slap nuts, please go over and visit us on patreon.com/allchieftUp. Become a member. It's $10 a month. We do almost an hour-long episode every week over there, exclusive. It's a little bit different format than what we do on YouTube. A little bit more freed up, relaxed. It'll keep getting more and more different and evolve, of course, the more we do it. But definitely go check that out. And we'll also be trying to put out some audio podcasts that are exclusive to just members on Patreon. So go over there, become a paid member. It's $10 a month. It helps us out in a time of need because YouTube slap nuts. Back to that. But also you'll get a lot of new content, different content, exclusive content.
And you can write it off as a tax expense.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're just talking about how 100 don't even mean nothing anymore. Benjamin ain't nothing.
Look,
so what's an Alexander? What's an old Hamilton to anybody anymore?
Don't take that as tax.
Hamilton's the new Abe Lincoln. It's like a penny.
Right.
A $10 bill is nothing.
Somebody just said that in the chat. They were like, dude, Cole, he said Alexander Hamilton's on the 10.
Yeah,
you're right.
Hamilton's the new Lincoln. And I'm not saying a 5. I'm saying a penny. That's how much a $10 bill is worth anymore.
Hey, Steve, what's the poll at? What's the poll at on Justyn Ross?
Let's do it. Let's go look. I meant to bring that up early.
367 watching. Hey, we appreciate you guys. We're getting ready to hit 15,500. We're on the cusp. We're halfway to the 16,000 mark. 15.5 is where it is.
We're trying to push to get to that 20K. YouTube kind of put a wrench in our gears a little bit, but we're going to.
We haven't been doing as many long form videos. If you've noticed, we're trying to keep the lives the same, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and the post game. We did have to cancel on Wednesday, but that was something beyond our control. It shouldn't have to happen too many times.
Well, that's the thing with YouTube pulling their crap. Like, we have had to pick up more hours at our actual jobs because we were in the process of trying to fade into doing this full time, and YouTube said, "Nay."
Right. That was this close.
Nay.
But now this close.
You better get back to work, boys. But yeah, so. Me and Mike, our schedules don't align perfectly like they used to. So it's a little bit difficult right now. So bear with us for a little bit. We're still going to at least put out what we've been putting out, but we're going to try to get back to putting out more on YouTube. But we're also having to record exclusive content for Patreon. So that takes away some time from YouTube.
Steve, I don't know if anybody could tell, but this guy's been fighting the worst head cold of his life for the past.
Yeah. If you haven't watched any of our shorts, you've heard Mike over there being like,
hey,
Patrick Mahomes is a legend.
Right. But look, I'm not laying in the bed like a puss. I'm getting out here and working. I'm working until I pass out.
Hey, when I'm sick, I'm laying in the bed. I'm the biggest wuss in the entire world.
I'm getting it over with. We're getting it going. I'm beating YouTube. YouTube can suck it.
The man flu.
Ain't happening. I'm fighting on. Julie says, I'm telling y'all, we're starving for the ACU content. Hey.
We're trying.
You know what? I get a lot.
We're still putting in a lot of hours, but it's just weird because like now the way the schedules are aligning because of more, actual like job. I have to go to the job now to get money to pay our bills and things. So it's like we wanted to do this full time, so we were kind of in like straddling the fence there, and now it's kind of like it's been so weird. But either way, the schedules, they just don't line up right. So the long form content or like the video podcasts, they're harder to do. Right. So we're trying to supplement with shorts and things like that because we can do those on our own.
Right. Like I can do a short. Steve doesn't have to be involved. So that's why you're seeing way more shorts. Right.
But also, like I said earlier, we're doing exclusive content too for Patreon, and that takes up some time as well. So, but we're getting it together. We'll keep doing the best we can, and we'll try to get you more content, Julia Gulia.
Hey, Steve, Gary says, if it snows, what do you think the score is going to be?
41-10, baby.
Oh, no, he's still sticking with it.
As long as it's not like a
Hey, I say 27-10, rain or shine, 27-10.
As long as it's not a blizzard, it's 41-10. And even in the blizzard.
I think I'm going to raise my score up to 41.
You should. Everyone out there, go ahead and raise your predictions up to 41. Okay? We're going to break that 40 mark. Julia says 54-6. Now we're talking, baby.
Yeah. John says maybe your bosses are the ones that called YouTube. That's possible. Maybe they were like, hey, they will not try to get out of here.
It's funny because it's like I'm working part-time at the moment because that's what I was doing was part-time. And then doing YouTube and doing a lot of it. Love it. We were still between work part-time and YouTube. We were still putting in 60 to 80 hours a week. So it's like, it's a lot. But now that we're having to spend more time at work and stuff like that, they're like, man, we can get you on, we can get you back at full time. I'm like, no. You ain't doing that to me. We're going to stay here where we're at and I'll work extra when I want to, but you're not going to schedule it because guess what? We're going to get this back together. Okay. Right. Eventually YouTube's going to be in slap nuts.
They said, and they said what, 90 days? We've already passed the 30-day mark's approaching like any day now.
The problem is I don't have much faith in them doing the right thing when we reapply. That's my problem. The fact that they've handled it so badly that like they've obviously screwed up because
Dude, we've been talking to them every day,
I
just
mean,
really just
yeah,
harassing them to the point
pretty
where I
obvious
think
we
they're
don't
probably just
reuse
gonna
people's content here. I
they're
don't
probably
think
just
there's
gonna ban us. Dude.
Mike, there's not two beautiful men like us out there talking about the Chiefs that we can just lift and put on here and say it was us.
How,
Like,
if there was, what's the chances he would have a head cold the same week I did? That would cause him to talk
right.
like this.
But that's my thing. Like, obvious mistake, but they won't correct it. Absolutely will not.
Oh my God, they act like it's
they
the end of the
refuse to
world.
have a human look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, we screwed up. Let's fix this and get it back together." They just will not do it. So it's we'll wait 90 days, reapply, and that's cool. I'm okay with it. Fine, we'll play your game. But the thing about it is, I have no faith that a real human's going to look at it when we reapply.
Yikes!
So it's like,
dude, and if that happens, I don't know what the outcome is. I don't want to talk about it, but I don't know what the outcome would be.
Look, what is it? What's the YouTube Twitter handle?
I don't know. I give up.
You guys can just light them up whenever you feel like it.
They don't care.
They don't, but it's fun to let them know about it. It is at Team YouTube. At Team YouTube on X, Twitter. Used to be Twitter.
Tell them they're slap
yeah. Whatever you got to do, just tell them, hey, we know this is BS. Quit doing them men so dirty over there. Quit doing them dirty. They didn't do nothing to you.
Last night we talked to a guy named
Mitts. Yeah, I did. I talked to Mitts for a little while. I'm like, Mitts, buddy, help me out here. Quit being a company man and look at it from my like. What are you doing? Quit! Don't copy and paste things to me. Talk to me like a man, Mitts. Tell me what's up, Mitts. Will you go watch our content? I gave you the URL. Go watch some videos, Mitts, and you tell me, Mitts, if it's possible for us to reuse someone else's content. Just go click a video and you tell me how we could possibly reuse someone else's comments.
Won't do it.
Or content.
You know what I said?
Mitts didn't help.
I said you're full of Mitts.
Mitts didn't help me at all.
It doesn't matter. You know what? I don't even care. At this point, we got 60 days to go till you get out of YouTube prison. I don't care. I don't either. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And you know what? I'm broke no matter what. So we're just always going to continue to be broke. That's the way it is. We'll play their stupid game.
Appreciate you, my man. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about it. It's not like we're making killer money off of it. It's just the fact that we're able to do more content that way. Like we were trying to get to do this full time, give you guys more content. And we were actually being able to pump out a lot of content. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, that's the worst part. It's just like it slows us down.
Amani, I think you're right. I think we're just talking to every person.
Yo, for real. I do too. I don't know if Mitts was real. I don't know. I was like, Mitts, buddy, do me a solid here. Just go watch it. Just go watch it, Mitts.
Look, to determine if Mitts
I kept saying his name over and over again.
To determine if Mitts was real, I was like, Mitts, what's your favorite number between 1 and 10? He said, go look at the YouTube guidelines. I said, that's not even a number,
YouTube guidelines. No, I think it might have been a real guy because I like pretty much convinced him like, hey, they screwed up, dude. You've watched our videos, right? There's no reuse content. It's impossible for us to reuse content. We're video podcasts.
Actually cried a little bit.
No. But here's the thing about it. He actually tried to recant. Like I swayed him into saying that basically, and then he come back out of the blue and he was like, "I did not." Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
I did not say that your stuff wasn't reviewed by a human, and like he was like trying to save his job. I'm like, wouldn't it be a shame, Mitts, if YouTube took your income away? Wouldn't that be a shame, Mitts? We don't want that to happen.
He said, I love you.
It's the holiday season, Mitts. We don't want you losing your income at the holiday season. That'd be bad, right?
Yeah. I'm with Enrique. Those people that answer the phone have no power whatsoever.
Zero.
They have zero. None. They don't help you, and nobody can help anybody. YouTube is just a big conglomerate. And it's a bunch of AI bots. And I'm telling you, the sad thing is, and I don't wish this upon anybody, but this could happen to anybody within our niche, outside of our niche, at any point.
Yeah.
And you're in trouble.
And there's a lot of people that have a lot more to lose than we do.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But
it's just kind of scary, right?
It is what it is. This is why you got to diversify your thing, which is why we'd love to have a mailing list in case something ever happened. You could just mail everybody, be like, "Hey guys, we're on Rumble. Hey guys, we're over here. Hey guys, we're here."
We're definitely
want to do something like that.
We're definitely going to be doing that. We'll be getting an email list together and everything. I know a lot of people don't like to venture off of YouTube. It's just the convenience of YouTube, right? Like that's where we found each other, was on YouTube. It was like YouTube played matchmaker. They were Cupid for us and the ACU crew. It was like what's the dating app that everybody Tinder. It was like you all swiped right on us and we swiped right on you, right? But either way, people don't like to venture off YouTube. But like I am trying to build up the Patreon, and there's a couple things, and I'm not just saying that because I want you to go pay $10 to be on the Patreon. In all honesty, the reason why I like it is because we can do any kind of content we want. You guys can download it and watch it anytime you want. And you can comment on there, and just like you can on YouTube. But also, there's an open chat at all times, all members. It's just an open chat.
Don't do it.
Like it's at all times. We can talk anytime we want. And I check it a few times a day and like, hey, what's up, guys? And like, there's not a lot of people talking yet, but I think it'd be a fun thing to where we can all just communicate whenever we want about whatever. It doesn't have to be on a live stream. So yeah, there's some perks to it, and I think it'd be fun to have all of it together when all is said and done. So
there's some perks. Can we talk about stuff that's not football for a minute?
Sure, why not?
It's Saturday night. Why not? Let's get a little risque.
You got a pumpkin staring at you back there, buddy. We might as well talk about whatever you want.
I'm going to talk about something crazy. Have you seen the new line of women's clothing? Let's just say it that way. That Kim Kardashian has come out with.
No, Mike, I have not, Mitts. I have not seen that.
It's insane. I don't even want to talk about it.
Why? What are we even talking about it for then? What are we doing?
Because I just got the alert right here, and I'm like, why is this a thing, dude?
You got an alert about a Kim Kardashian clothing line? What are you saving on your phone? Like, what do you follow?
I think it's just making fun of it. It's a new bra line.
I'm gonna go with Killbilly. I think Mike's a pervert.
Not a perv. But anyway, yeah, the whole point of the bra line is to just make you look like you've been standing in the freezer section all day. And it's sold out. Like, this is a thing now. Like, this is the new
makes you look like
style.
your nips are hard, like you can cut some glass.
24/7. Like, is this the new style?
Cool, whatever.
Steve's pumped. Look at him.
Mine are good right now, but, sometimes it gets that way.
Hey, not on the algorithm. It popped up on
could you imagine what Mike's, like, TikTok looks like?
Do you want to see it?
No.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. If I showed you my TikTok algorithm, it's going to be all Theo Von. It's going to be Bobby Lee. It's going to be cooking stuff. I like to watch like people cook things. And like the food reviewers, that they'll be like, I'm trying Chick-fil-A for the first time today.
It's weird because I don't
Chick-fil-A,
I don't like that in that setting, but I'm the biggest Gordon Ramsay fan you'll ever meet. Like, I'll watch 15 Gordon Ramsay series at one time.
Random people just go try things?
Well, sometimes I'll watch like on YouTube. I'll watch like the guys that do food challenges, like Beard Meets Food. I like him. I like that kind of thing, but I don't like to watch people like cook and stuff. Or you're saying reviews?
Yeah. Well, just like random people. He's like, hey, I'm trying the new menu item from
Well, I think it's because
Taco
I think, to be honest here, I think the average person has crappy opinions about things. I'm not going to lie. So I don't really trust them.
Jeez.
Like, they're going to tell me, do you remember when the Popeyes chicken sandwich came out and everyone said, have a good night, Richie. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. But everybody said that the Popeyes chicken sandwich was better than Chick-fil-A. Do you remember that? That was a popular thing.
Yeah.
That
was a great sandwich, though.
Get out of here. That's stupid, though. It is good, and I like it. I eat it. It's good, but it's not Chick-fil-A. Like, you're not beating it.
Should we start a whole other channel where we just do food reviews and fight each other on it?
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Let's do it. I'm for it.
People put together what they want us to fight about.
Yeah,
and then we have to fight about it.
Ray, Kitchen Nightmares. You got Hell's Kitchen. You got Master Chef. You got Gordon Ramsay Uncharted. You have 24. Gordon Ramsay 24. You have Hotel Hell. I watch them all. Gordon Ramsay's the man.
Right. Yeah. I like Gordon Ramsay. But
Lewis says a cardboard box would taste better than Chick-fil-A. You must have been to the world's only bad Chick-fil-A or something.
Well, I will say this. I will say that Chick-fil-A is good, but it's not like as crazy great as everybody makes it out to be. Like,
it's kind of
like, and I know you'll agree with me here. It's kind of like the way everybody like pumps up. What's that one? Not Qdoba, the other one.
Chipotle Qdo is better than Chipotle.
People pump up
By
Chipotle
far.
like it's the greatest food in the
No,
world.
no. Chick-fil-A's on another level. Like it's like fast food, but first of all, your order's never wrong. The service is always good. You get treated like a human being when you're there.
The service is good.
And then the food's always fresh.
The
and it's
drive-through's
good.
fast.
And their chicken's real chicken. It tastes like real chicken. It's just way better than everywhere else. It's not even a contest. Like so, now, don't get me wrong. I don't always want it. I'm not always in the mood for it. But I like.
So
I have to say,
Chick-fil-A is possibly the highest rated restaurant front to back.
Fast food, 100%.
Taste and everything. Customer service, they got it in the bag.
Taste, quality, customer service, all of it together as a whole. Nothing touches Chick-fil-A in the fast food industry.
What about Popeyes? If Popeyes knew how to be
Popeyes
good
is the worst service I've ever had in my life.
Right,
like
but when you get good food from Popeyes, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's great.
It's real chicken.
But we're adding this all together, right? You can't just go off of one thing. You have to go off the whole. And on a whole, Popeyes is not on the same planet as Chick-fil-A, just off of service alone and quality. And most of the time, you get old, crappy food.
Why does people not put KFC in the chicken sandwich?
KFC has really good food.
They're the original chick.
I'll tell you what's. You know what I enjoy more than Popeyes and KFC? Lee's chicken. Y'all have Lee's chicken where you're at? No. Lee's is delicious.
I want to go. You know where I want to go? We're talking about food, but I want to go to Gladys Knight. She opened her own restaurant in Georgia where she does chicken and waffles. I bet it's amazing, by the way.
Check this out. Julia Gulia says, I like Waffle House, but I carry when I go. And this is not funny, but it's literally been like a month ago. There was a double murder at the Waffle House up the road from me. Like right in the parking lot. So that's weird that you said that. And I also will throw this out there. Huddle House is better, like 100 times better than Waffle House will ever be. And people can get mad about that, but that's the truth.
We got to have a battle. There needs to be a restaurant battle channel.
Yeah, we might have to do that on the side.
What should we call it? Fat versus fatter?
Yeah,
that'd be
fat and fatter.
The Fat Chronicles.
Lewis says Lee's chicken is in Columbia is beyond disgusting. Jeez, man. I feel sorry. Like wherever you live at, your restaurants suck, bro.
Well, obviously Columbia.
What is it, South Carolina? That's why.
No, Columbia, Missouri.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why would
I don't know. These people are from everywhere, bro. Missouri, I can deal with Columbia, Missouri. I was thinking South Carolina. What a hellhole.
I've actually stopped in Columbia and ate at that Chick-fil-A before. And it wasn't that bad.
We have. Let's see. What else we got going on?
Ozark said the name it Slapnuts Eats.
I think it would be funny to have a food rating channel, though. Did you see there's a guy, like, actually lives up the road from us. There's a little town in Kentucky called Horse Cave. It's really close to, like, Mammoth Cave. I'm sure you guys have heard of Mammoth Cave, the biggest cave in the world or whatever.
They got dinosaurs there.
Yeah, but in Horse Cave, this kid's from Horse Cave. He started doing TikTok reviews and went viral with, like, an Indian food review. And he's just got, like, millions of
Is he the one that talks like this? He's like, I tried Indian food.
I don't know.
And it was delicious. Dude, that was the guy. He actually made me go try Indian food. I've never tried it before. So look, we went to an Indian restaurant last weekend. They didn't have buttered chicken on the menu. But I did get chicken tikka masala. It was pretty good. But the garlic naan, by the way, some of the best garlic bread you ever ate in your life.
Well, they said that you have to get the butter chicken and put it on the garlic naan with some rice.
I could see how it would be awesome, but the chicken tikka masala was good too. So.
I'm going to try that this week. That's my goal. I'm going to go get some.
Do it.
Yeah.
Casey Fandan said, hey, have you guys heard from Cobra Kai Ty?
No, I did. I will tell you this, though. We have not heard from him on a live stream or anything, but I did email him because I was just like, dude, just checking in on you, making sure you're all right, because he kind of fell off the face of the planet. Yeah. He's got some personal things he's taking care of, and he's doing okay. And he's also he goes all out for Halloween. He sent me a video of like what he does for decorations and stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think he's just had a lot going on. So throw some good vibes and thoughts out there and prayers for Cobra Kai Ty. So he's holding it down though.
Cobra Kai's holding it down, man. Do you guys think Cobra Kai just left us? He ain't leaving us. Cobra Kai we actually hung out with Cobra Kai a little bit when we went to camp.
Yeah, he found us
us
in
that
camp.
day, man.
He
And
just came up and started talking.
He absolutely scared the piss right out of me because at first an older gentleman stopped us. And
It's
he was
weird.
like, dude,
First of all, I
love
do
your
want to
channel.
I
And
do
I was
want to
like,
throw this out there. It was very strange being all the way in Kansas City. We're from Kentucky, and people kept knowing who we were. It was pretty strange. Like random people walk up, and of course they know you, but you don't know them. So they're like, "Hey, love your channel, love your podcast, whatever it is," and it just kept happening. And we're like, "Okay, this is different." But
right.
yeah,
So that older gentleman was like, dude, I love your guys' podcast. And we just kind of looked at each other like, it's not rare that somebody would like the podcast or you've heard of it, right? But it was just strange because he looked like he was like 80. He didn't want to like.
He didn't want
to 80.
I don't know. He didn't look like the kind of guy that would sit around calling people slap nuts.
That was my point. Like I didn't see him being like, "Suck it, slap nuts."
He's probably like, dude, I would watch you guys if you guys weren't as big a perverts as you were. Right. I gotta watch the RGR. They're a little more tame.
It took me by such surprise, and he was kind of here and there and gone, and I didn't even get his name. I was gonna be like, "Cool, man, what's your name?"
But there was a few people like that, and then Ty
kind of disappeared.
He kind of walked up, and it's funny because Mike actually turned around to Ty and said, "Hey, I like that shirt." And then like Ty's like, "Hey," and then like it was our shirt. It was the one that we have, the Grim Reaper one. And Mike's like, "Oh, that's ours." And he's like, "Yeah."
I didn't even notice.
That was ridiculous.
I was just like, "I like the shirt."
It's a cool shirt. It's an arrowhead with the skull in it. It's pretty cool.
That's cool, man.
But yeah, he's doing good. I'm sure he'd be happy to know that you guys asked about him. But yeah, man, it's just been, I think everybody's been a little busy lately, but hey, we're in the midst of football season. We're almost to the mid-season point. Isn't that wild?
It's crazy.
I felt like this off season, like at times it felt like it flew by, but for the most part, it felt like we were really plugging at the off season, putting out a lot of content. And sometimes it was hard to come up with content in the off season and just give people something to watch, something to talk about, a little bit of entertainment for you guys. And it was a struggle. It's like, man, this is taking forever. Can't wait till the season starts. Season starts, and now we're in the middle of the season. Just like boom, like quick.
It got here quick, but also with all the YouTube problems, it's made it chaotic in a way.
It is pretty deflating that they decided to pull this crap right at the beginning of the season.
Well, man. It just got, like I said, it got chaotic a little bit because now like we're having to pull more shifts and different time frames. So now it's like we want to get on here and talk about things. Like we wanted to get on and talk about Justyn Ross when all that happened, but we couldn't. We had to record, put it out the next day. We had to do a short. There's just certain things like we couldn't get together and do it live. Like we just couldn't even get together and do it. So it hampers us sometimes. So it depends on when the news drops, what happens, it's crazy, dude. I hate having to go around that, but it is what it is for the next few months. And I hate that it's going to take our whole season from us. But you know what? Persevere and we come back stronger. And we're still getting the 20K.
Oh yeah, we're plugging at it. You guys do us a favor and help us out. Since you guys kind of gave us that goal. Hey, we're going to get past 20K. We're like, okay, let's do it. Do us a favor. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell anybody. Hey, if you like Chiefs content, if you like the Chiefs, go on YouTube. Go watch All Chiefed Up. I'm sure a lot of you are in other Chiefs communities, whether it's on YouTube or outside of YouTube. Tell people about us if they don't know about us. I feel like most people do. I feel like a lot of Chiefs Kingdom's probably seen us by now, and we're either their cup of tea or we're not. Because me and Mike we're not exactly.
That's what I feel.
We're not exactly like. I don't know what word to use. It's like you have to take us.
I feel different. Like if you come on YouTube,
hey, have a good night, Julia.
Yeah, Julia.
Happy Halloween.
If you come on YouTube and you're looking for Chiefs content, I feel like it's everybody at this point's probably seen us, watched a video. They know something. But like I said, I bet like 8 out of 10 people's like, who are these slap nuts? They're annoying. I don't want to talk to them. I don't like them.
It'll be all right. But yeah, spread the word. Watch our videos. Hit the like button on all of them. Main thing to help us out is just watch all the content we put out, even if it's a short. I mean, they're only 10 seconds long. Like, I mean, go watch them.
They're a minute.
I know. I was exaggerating. Have you ever heard of that? But yeah, just watching the content and stuff will be nice. It always helps us out. It gives us an algorithm a little bit. We're still going to grow this thing. That's the thing about it. It's like, hey, YouTube's kind of screwing us a little bit, and it's making our lives difficult. But we're still going to grind. We're still going to get to the 20K we said we were going to, and do the best we can. What we got? We have
we're a live update.
15,495.
15,495.
We'll just go ahead and say 15.5. We're at 15 and a half. So
right.
We get 4.5. No. Yeah, 4,500 more. We can do that. We can do that. The crew is going to help us do that. That's light work, baby.
What week are we in? Well, what is this week? What?
8.
8?
Yeah.
So look, you've got week 8. It goes to week 17. So we won't count this week because it's already over with. So you got week 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's 9 more weeks. And then we're going to get to at least the AFC Championship.
We're winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa, it just went up in real time. Didn't think I'd ever see that. Look at that, baby. So, okay, so we're going to say we get the bye week. That puts us at 10 weeks. And we'll just say by the AFC Championship, we got to win 1. Actually, if you get the bye week, you're just in the AFC Championship game, right? No. My head hurts.
What did you just say?
We're just going to say, if you get the
bye, you have 3 games after that, right? You get the divisional round, AFC Championship, then the Super Bowl. We're
just going to say 13 weeks. So you said we got to have 4.5 thousand to get to 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 4,500 divided by, we're going to say 13 weeks. We're only going to have 350 subscribers a week to be able to hit that. That's cake.
We got this. We got it, guys.
Who unsubscribed just to be a jerk?
I knew someone was going to do it.
I knew you were going to do it. This is why people don't bring up their lives.
I knew someone was going to do it.
I knew it.
No, but yeah, we got
there
it. Look, they felt bad.
There it is. Come on, unsubscribe again. I know you're having fun.
And they take it away.
I know you're having fun. I'm taking it off. You guys have lost the
privilege. Take that off there. Enrique says, you guys better not show up in Cincinnati. He said those Who Day videos were hilarious. Yeah, we'll have some fun with Cincinnati week. We always do. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll keep grinding. We'll keep putting out the content.
For Cincinnati week, we should go to Cincinnati and do some live content.
Jeez, man, I don't know about it.
Let's do it.
Cincinnati's just a crap hole.
Let's go. Let's go to one of their restaurants. You know, what's their main?
Get some chili
spaghetti
some Skyline,
stuff.
Get some Gold Star.
Let's go do a live all chiefed up from Skyline. That's hilarious. That's the ultimate troll move.
Let's do it.
Hilarious.
We don't have to go to Cincinnati for that. There's probably one. You said there's one in Lexington.
There's one in Lexington.
Let's go to Lexington. We don't have to actually go into crappy Ohio. We can avoid it altogether and still eat their chili.
By the way, good story. Not told you this. I went through Skyline Chili the other day. I got a chili dog. You know, I like Skyline. A lot of people don't. They say it's gross.
You froze it. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Anyways, I like Skyline. I don't like
Skyline chili dogs are amazing. I will just say that.
Right. A lot of people don't like it, and I get it. It's got a little cinnamon in it. It's weird. But I will say this. It's kind of like a taste. Like the more you taste it, you start liking it better. That's weird, but it is. It's like an acquired thing. But I went through the drive-thru. I got a chili dog, right? Because I hadn't had dinner. And their chili dogs are like this big, by the way, like 2 inches. But anyway, so I get a chili dog, and the woman looks out the window. And by the way, you can buy all these Cincinnati Who Day cups. Like they're just promoting the Bengals. Right. But she looks down. And I'm wearing my Chiefs sweatshirt, and she's like, "Man, that sweatshirt's gross. I'd never do it." And I just looked down. I was like, "The Chiefs?" And I was like, "What don't you like about them? You don't like the win?" And she literally got so mad. She slammed the window, and then she just handed me my drink and shut the window as fast as she could.
She spit.
She probably did.
Dog, bro.
I was like, "What? You don't like the win?" I was like, you got an allergic reaction to winning."
Hey, what's up, Mike? By the way, I see you in the chat. Ray says, guys, who would you start on tight end between Shannon Sharp or Jason Witten? This is a good question because we actually put out a short with our top 5 tight ends in it, and got a little people riled up in the chat. And in the top 5 tight ends, I actually put Jason Witten at number 5 instead of Shannon Sharp. And the thing about it is, Ray, to answer your question, if it was my team and I was going to start somebody and they're both in their prime, I'm taking Shannon Sharp. But at the same time, like when I made that list, I actually went by like longevity, like how many, like where do they stand on yardage, touchdowns, things.
Which is why you had Gronk at 4, right? Because he just retired early.
Like that's the thing about it. Like I'm going like off of the stats and like longevity, and like there's a lot that factors into best of all time.
Also, isn't it?
So I had him at 5 over Shannon Sharp, but I think Shannon Sharp's a lot more explosive player. I think he's more athletic. So I mean, I would take Shannon Sharp.
Isn't it kind of crazy too that people, they're like, well, Gronk has more Super Bowl rings. But look, I get when
Cares?
you're talking about when you're talking about quarterbacks and you want to say Brady's got 7.
Have a good night, John.
He's the best and blah, blah, blah. And you want to do quarterbacks, I get that argument. But taking a random position like a tight end and saying that you're better or worse than another player because of Super Bowl rings, like you're not the one throwing the ball. You're not the one running the offense. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that's a very secondary position.
Well, let me tell
So
you
you
this.
just can't say because people were saying Antonio Gates don't even have a Super Bowl ring.
Well,
Does
let
that
me
mean
tell
he's
you
not
this.
a good
So they're
tight
trying.
end?
They're trying to go by Super Bowl rings, right? Like Gronk's got 4. He's got to be the best one ever, right?
Right, but that
Randy Grossman, the tight end, also had 4 Super Bowl rings. Okay,
so did Marv Fleming.
And Marv Fleming. So let's go take a look at Randy Grossman's career stats and let's see where he lines up.
Please, let's see if he's better than
for
Gronk.
for his entire career. Okay, career. I don't even want to read this. It's so ridiculous, right? 119 receptions, 1,500 yards receiving, and 5 touchdowns.
Right. And
He's got 4. He's got 4 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah. So by people just saying Super Bowl rings, okay, well he's there. Marv Fleming's got 4. Marv Fleming played for the Green Bay Packers. He played for the Dolphins. He has 162 career games under his belt. You want to know what his receiving stats are? 157 receptions for 1,800 yards and 16 touchdowns.
Right.
So by all means, put him on the list too.
I guess the best way to describe the way I went about it, I went by their body of work. Like all of it factored in, availability, longevity, like what their stats were. Like there's a lot to it.
How big
like
of a
I'm with Ray
they
Ray.
are.
I'm with Ray Ray. I think that Shannon Sharp is a better athlete, and I would take him myself. But and of course with Gronk too, if you're just going by athleticism and like what he was able to do, then yeah, sure. But I don't know. I think there's a lot more that goes into it than that. So yeah.
Kevin, I see you out there, man. Kevin's out there. He's still talking about Chick-fil-A. He must be a little bit behind. But he said that he don't like them nuggets, man, because they're too small. And
Later, Casey Fan Dan.
They do got the smallest little chicken nuggets. But I will say this. At least they're real chicken. It's not like that processed crap. But, dude, let me tell you something. McDonald's chicken nuggets, by the way, my girlfriend collects the Halloween boo buckets. She loves them. She's like a child. So we went around all week long looking for all the colors of the freaking boo buckets. So I had to eat so many freaking chicken nuggets this week. But, dude, when they cook those just right and that crunch hits that ranch, boy, that's some good chicken nugget. And I know it's not even real chicken.
Wait,
ain't no telling what I was eating.
From who?
McDonald's.
Oh, come on.
The McDonald's chicken nugget, perfectly cooked, is good.
That's not a nugget, though. Something weird going on there.
It's not a nugget. I don't. Have you seen? Do you know the Cat Williams, comedian? Have you seen his stand up about how he went to the McDonald's secret facility and seen all their food? He's like, those chickens in there, man, they were 400 pounds, and he was like, don't get me started on the potatoes. He said they ain't even brown. Dude, Cat Williams is one of the funniest stand up comics. Like, I wonder if we're related to him. You think we could be?
When he first came out, he was like excellent. And then he kind of like faded a little bit. And now he's kind of making a comeback.
Dude, he's funny. I can watch that thing where he's like where they play his music and he's like, I told you not to play that music. And he just keeps playing. Oh my God. I've watched it like 3,000 times.
Hey, so Mike's mic might be kind of quiet, or it might just be mine's really loud. I'm not going to lie. I just kind of cranked mine up when we turned it on.
Yeah. Also, if I'm not like right in it like this.
Yeah, I stay in my mic more than Mike.
Back just a little bit.
Mike
Plus, if I turn it up really loud, you're going to hear a dog barking in the background because it never shuts up. You're going to hear a freaking bird from the Amazon jungle that I hate. I want to deep fry that.
I think what it comes down to is like Mike's not as close to the mic as me because he's more laid back and chill, and I'm more the crappy anxiety, and I'm always uptight, and I'm just like up here in it, right? Like I wish I could just. He's like, I wish I could just relax a little bit, right, and breathe.
Oh yeah, you aren't as loud now.
Exactly. I stay up in my microphone. That's what it is.
Huh. Yeah. I wonder what Coach Reed would think about the Nuggies. I wonder what his favorite nuggie is.
Oh, Chick-fil-A nuggie. Guaranteed.
You think?
Yeah.
You think he's picking Chick-fil-A nuggies out of all the nuggies?
If you don't think that Mormon's picking the Lord's chicken, then I don't know what you're thinking.
Boy, he's at the Lord's chicken 6 days a week, and twice on Sunday if they were open, but they ain't.
Co-killer.
Crazy.
Anxiety sucks. 100%. 100%.
Dude.
Man.
You know what? I've linked anxiety. I woke up. You ever wake up with anxiety? You know, you wake
Every
up
day.
and you're like,
every day. I just feel I can like feel it. I don't know how to describe it.
Does
I
it
just feel like
cause you,
crap
like,
every day.
when you wake up? Yeah. Does it cause you to feel like you like had an elephant sitting on you all night long and you can't, like, you just feel deflated?
And I just feel out of it and like I'm in a different planet.
Do you ever wake up with heartburn at the same time?
Not a lot, no.
Well, look, over the past few days, I noticed I woke up with heartburn twice, 2 nights in a row, and I don't usually ever do that. Both nights, I had like an anxiety dream, and I had anxiety. The next night, zero anxiety.
They could definitely be related.
I feel like it's related. I feel like
I'm sure they are. I'm just like kind of becoming accustomed to waking up feeling like that. Like normally, I have to get through 8 hours of a day till I start to even slightly feel like a human being. It's weird, but
wait.
Keep on trucking, baby.
We got hard hitter in here. He said Ross's mom says he is innocent and she is lying on Twitter. Some hope. Wait, so the girl's lying on Twitter or Ross's mom's lying on Twitter? I think he means that Ross's mom said she's lying on Twitter. Okay. Dude, but Ross's mom's always going to take Justyn Ross's side. Surely. What if she wasn't? She's like, my son's a slap nuts. Screw that guy.
Brian Gale says it's too many dudes at night. It could be. Maybe I should just stop drinking Diet Mountain Dew.
Well,
maybe it's caffeine.
Still got caffeine in it.
Well, yeah.
Dude, I'll go to Starbucks though, and I'll hit like quad shots of espresso.
I can't do that. I can't do that. That much caffeine at one time makes me sick.
It don't even faze me, dude.
Makes me sick. Makes me jittery.
I was like, I've got to get some caffeine. I
can't do it. Yeah.
I had a triple shot of espresso, and within 20 minutes, I was literally about to like go to sleep.
It has an opposite effect on you, by the way. Like that's with me. Like if I drink a lot of caffeine like that, first of all, it's like I get kind of jittery, like shaky, feel kind of sick, and then I like instantly want to go to sleep. Like it does the exact opposite of what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, not big on crazy amounts of caffeine. Man, what a night. We talked a lot of football and a lot of food and randomness.
Right. I hear you, man. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the football game before we get out of here. If it snows, I still think we have a big day. I'm still going 27-10, and I'll tell you this.
41-10.
Steve's saying 41-10. That's insane, but I hope you're right. I hope you're 1,000% right, and I hope I'm 1,000% wrong. But I'll say this. I want to see Pacheco have a good day tomorrow. I'd like to see a little breakout game from McKinnon. I feel like McKinnon's been really quiet this year.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good time for him to break out. Chief KT, I see you asking about the fight. I don't watch any of that, so I don't have a good opinion on that. So I'm just not going to touch it. I don't know, Mike, if you watch any of the fighting.
What is it? Was it
yeah, I think it was what's his name?
UFC or something?
Yeah.
I have not. Man, I haven't watched UFC in a long time. I used to be into UFC so hard before it was even popular, man. When you would go to the movie rental VHS store. Remember that? Me and Pops would go and we'd get like Hoist Gracie fights.
Oh yeah, it was different back then.
We'd get Ken Shamrock when he was in there, man. Dude, we loved watching that crap, dude. Dan Severn, remember him? Just some dude that looked like Magnum PI and he'd whoop that ass.
Yeah, it was Fury and
it was insane,
I don't know how to say that dude's name, the big dude.
Nagano? Is that how
Nagano. They fought tonight. That's what it was.
So Tyson Fury won it, I guess.
Yeah, he did. I saw that. Like I said, I don't watch it. I don't keep up with it. So I don't have a good opinion on it.
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but my God, they put out like 40 of those a week, it seems, and I can't keep up.
Yeah. Yeah. I have so much other stuff going on. It'd be nice to be able to get into that, but
it would be pretty
yeah, man. Sure. Hey, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight, though, for real. It's been a little bit. We know that we've been a little slower than usual. We're trying to get back in the swing of it and figure out our schedules and all that good stuff. But thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Also, hit that like button if you haven't already. We appreciate all of you that did. Looks like a lot of you did.
780.
That's crazy, bro. That's definitely a record.
It's crazy.
But yeah,
I missed it too, and that's his favorite things to get these bad boys up.
He would have been gifting out memberships like crazy if he could.
Daggone.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys. Hit the sub button if you haven't. If you're new to the channel,
please.
You love the Chiefs, you love Chiefs content, hit that subscribe button. Also, right here, right on cue, Nightbot. doing the Lord's work, go sub our Patreon for more content. Go over there, become a member. It's $10 a month. It's the only way to support us right now, really, is that, and through donations through Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, which Nightbot's also been shouting out. Definitely appreciate you guys. But hit us up over there, get some more exclusive content, all that good stuff, yada 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 yada. But yeah, man, let's have a good game tomorrow. Let's have a good, nice, stress-free blowout. Be happy about it. And then we're gonna get back on here tomorrow after the game. We're gonna hang out again. We're gonna have
join
more
us
fun.
so we can talk about it, make fun of Denver a little bit. It'll be fun.
It'll be a good one. Hey, 41-10. 41-10. Chiefs, baby.
Bold.
It's not bold. It's going to happen. Write it down, fellas. Let's do it.
There goes a sight from my soul.